Today I'm going to be talking to you about a man who had a very big impact on the last century. This man is a dictator, but it's not as bad as it seems. He managed to modernize and improve a country so significantly in 20 years it is unmatched. He is known as a remarkable leader. This man's name is Mustafa Kemal, and I'm doing a speech in his memory. Mustafa Kemal was born in 1881 in Greece. And was in the Ottoman territory at that time and became Ottoman general. And the Ottoman Empire fought in World War I, and he actually fought in Çanakkale and was a very successful general, a known figure. But he was educated in the French system and also the English system, so he always had a mind for the West and being more modern. So at the end of World War I, when Turkey was defeated with Germany and a few other of its allies, it was decided in December to separate Turkey into 4 or 5 parts to share it in between the victors in the war. And upon this, within a year, Mustafa Kemal went around the whole of the country and rounded up the people and rallied them, and the Turkish Independence War started. He was not only a general at this point, but he was the leader of a country, and his whole increased so much in 1 year. He was known everywhere, and within 2 years, they won the Independence War, which was called the Kurtuluş Savaşı. But this wasn't enough before Mustafa Kemal. He would do much more, and he would give us things that we value even today, and that are remarkable. So, in the Ottoman Empire, it was a monarchy, an absolute monarchy that was driven by religion and other sorts of things. But Mustafa Kemal completely ended this idea, which had lasted for 700 years. Within 4 or 5 years, he actually completely eradicated the Ottoman Empire and founded the Turkish Republic, which had a senate. Within those years, he actually gave, in the 1920s, women the right to vote and equal education. And he himself studied the Latin alphabet to transition the Turkish Arabic alphabet into a Latin alphabet. And he has given us a lot more things. And not only because he won this war as a dictator, but because he always looked out for people. When he was deciding the perimeters, the borders of the Turkish Republic, he would actually send people to villages to see if they thought this was Turkey or another country. And he has left us with some of the most important memories, which are being eaten up today, which is why I wanted to bring him up today. Even though he won the war and most of his life was in battle and in conflict, he always said things like "Yurtta-Juh, Sulh Cihanda Sulh," which means peace in the nation and peace in the universe, but he means that in the concept of the world. And there are other things that he brought to Turkey which are being eaten up today too, which also makes his memory equally important. Another thing he said was, sovereignty unconditionally belongs to the people of the nation, which guarantees a person of the nation will be represented by its government. And this right has been eaten up by the current Turkish government within the last year, since 16 senators of a party have been arrested with supposedly false charge. So I wanted to introduce to you Mustafa Kemal. In my opinion, he is the only good dictator out there, because within 20 years, he ended a failing monarchic system and he won the independence war for the country. And instead of using his power as a dictator for something bad, he actually drove the country in a very modern and democratic path. That is the value of Mustafa Kemal for me, and I wanted to remember him.